Welcome back, guys. So in previous video we have talked about primitive data types, and we have also talked about string, which is a derived data type. In previous video I have forgot to describe the sub data type of integer, which is short, long, signed and unsigned. So in this video we will cover these four sub data types. So let's get started. Okay, so here I have opened my Cilion software, and so I just remove this old stuff from here. Let's take an example. So let's take the variable of int here, which is val, it equal to 12 here. And so if you want to store a small integer, so you can use a short instead of int. So I can use short here. Instead of writing integer, I have used short data type for variable val and store the small integer. So let's run the program. So there is no error in output. So but what if I give some large value to this short data type? So here I have given the large amount of integer here. So let's run the program. Okay, so there is something random value has been appear on my screen. So I want to print this numbers, but some garbage value has been printed here. So let's take a look here. So here is the warning for us: overflow in conversion from int to short int. So basically the warning says that, there is an overflow. So we have given the value to this variable, which is greater than the limit of this data type. So the limit of this data type is around 32,000, but we have given such a large value to this variable, so it have given the overflow warning. So if you want to store small values, you can use short, but if you want to store large integer value, you have to use integer or long data type. So let's take a look of long data type here, long, and let's run the program. Okay, so so the program has been run successfully, and it have print the value of which we want. But what if I give the value, but what if I give a huge number, like this? Let's take a look and run the program. Warning here, and the output is something garbage value has been appear, and I want to print this value, but there is an garbage value. So there is an overflow warning, which is overflow in conversion from long int to long int. Fine. So basically, if you want to store such a large amount of integer, this large amount of integer, so you have to use here long. You have to write long two times, and let's run the program. Okay, so there is no warning here, and our program has been run successfully. So the value has been appear which we want. So if you want to store a very huge number of integer, so you have to use long here. And if you want to store a small value, such a small value, you can use short value, or and otherwise you can use simply int here. So you can use int here, and you can give so it will work perfectly. Okay, so this is all about long, short and int. So let's take a look of signed and unsigned. So in signed data type, you can store positive as well as negative number. So if you want to store this negative number, and let's run the program. So it will run successfully, and it have given the negative number here. But what if I give here okay, so unsigned data type only store positive number, but let's take a look what happen if I will give this negative integer to this unsigned variable. Okay, so it will give the some random value or some garbage value here, and but there is no warning here. So if you want to store negative as well as positive values, so you have to use sign here. By default the variables are signed, so if you don't write sign it will perfectly fine. But if you want to store this positive number, so for storing positive integer you can use unsigned, but it is not compulsory to use unsigned. You can simply use integer or long, or you can use short data type for storing integer values. So this is all about signed, unsigned, short, long data types. So that's all for this video. So in next video we will talk about comments in C++, types of comment in C++. So thank you so much guys, see you soon.